Guys, welcome back. Joe from Acklam Car Centre. Today I'm trying out the 2022 Toyota Highlander, which is the 2.5 litre hybrid self-charged, brilliant compact SUV, 7-seater with lots of space, lots of gadget and gizmos, and this particular one is the Excel Premium. For everyone that knows, with Toyota, you know exactly what you're getting, and it's reliability more than anything. They are the most reliable cars on the planet, and we all know that. But on top of that, with this particular car, you're going to get a lot more. The running cost, almost 40 miles per gallon. The practicality side of stuff, and this is a new model car, certainly to the UK. So it has lots of nice new features. The word reliability is going to come into this conversation a lot, so be prepared. But let me just drive and show you what this car is all about. The first thing you'll notice, as I set off now, ready to move, it's very quiet. Very quiet. And for a car this size, when you're driving at this sort of level, as in really slow speed, it's electric in the EV mode, saving on fuel, super smooth. As soon as you put your foot down, the 2.5 litre will kick in and you can hear the noise. It's responsive enough. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a fast SUV, as in it's not an SVR, it's not a 4 litre petrol. It isn't designed for that, but it's still got enough kick. So as I've sat off there again, it was nice and quiet. It still is. As I put my foot down, it'll go. With the CVT automatic gearbox, the car shifts, no problem. But it's the ride quality, it's the height. I'm sat in a good position with it being a 4-wheel drive. It's elevated, there's ground clearance. Lots of great sort of visibility because there's no blind spots, it's full of glass, including the Sky Lounge, which is the tilt and sliding panoramic roof. Now this XL Premium is sat on 20-inch alloys, which is the upgraded version. Again, ride quality of the wheels are absolutely fine. Road noise is brilliant. But remember, the biggest reason, if not the reason to buy this car, is because it's a Toyota. And with Toyotas, you know exactly what you're getting. You're never going to visit a workshop unless it's a service interval. And it won't ever let you down. It'll last for miles and miles, 250, 300,000 miles. We all know the will. Whilst at Acklam Car Centre, we don't get many Toyotas. When we do get one, we appreciate it. And I fully understand that the person that'll look at this and go, you know what? I want that because it does what a lot of other 7-seaters do. It returns me great miles per gallon, and I'll touch on the gadget and gizmos right now because it has everything that you'd need in a car, plus more. And then comes the styling. Yes, it's not a Range Rover, and it's not an X5 or any other sort of premium brand 4-wheel drives, but a Toyota is still a top brand, and it delivers. And if that's what you want, then you're not going to be disappointed in any single way. Starting with the seats, this being the XL Premium, you've got that lovely posh leather seat, but then you have the detailing on the stitching, bit of perforated going on. You've then got heated seats and ventilated seats, which is brilliant because you don't get that in most top-end cars. Then you have the heated steering wheel. Now, a couple of features on the Toyota which I noticed as soon as I got in is it's very friendly for users. Some of the buttons are a little bit sort of old-fashioned, if you want to call it that, but that also means it's easy to use. Sort of the Nissan, Toyotas, the Japanese cars have never been as sort of up-to-date with the media like the other brands, the premium brands. Yes, it has got touchscreen media screen, it has got shortcut buttons, but that's not the reason why you're buying this car. The reason you're buying this is because it's Toyota. This particular one because it's 7-seater, and once all 7 seats are up, you've still got boot space. Put a pram in there, you can put shopping in there, no problem. Lots of leg room and headroom for the middle row passengers. That then takes me on to other gadget and gizmos on this car, which is like the third zone climate control, rear heated seat, paddle shift, obviously cruise control. It's just got so much going for it. It's incredible. The upgraded sound system, the JBL. So spec-wise, it has pretty much everything, and you're going to save yourself a pretty penny compared to like a Discovery, for example, or a Range Rover Sport 7-seater version. The Toyota, for me, like this one, which is like I say, a new addition to the UK market. It is big, by the way, but it's compact enough, if you know what I mean. Because this car's got 360 view camera system, you know exactly where you're at with the car every single time. There's no reason to nudge it. You've then got the top view camera system as well. It's full of buttons everywhere. Automatic tailgate. But for me, it's ride quality. I'll put it out there, I'll be dead honest. Is it a Range Rover Vogue? No, it's not. But it's not Vogue money. And the people that buy this car don't want a Vogue, they want a good, and this does that. We sell any amount of SUV. Like this one's got heads-up display. Genuinely, in the Land Rover product, to get a heads-up display, you're probably going to an SVR level, which you're talking £110,000, or a Range Rover Autobiography of some level, which again is touching nearly £100,000. But this has got heads-up display, with lane assist, with speed monitoring system, everything, traffic management. It's just got everything. There's lots of leather, there's leather on the dashboard, and there's lots of cubbyhole space everywhere, because remember, if you're buying this car again, you probably have got a family, you have got kids, so cup holders, little cubby holes in the armrest, front section, middle section, All that does matter. Lots of 12-volt sockets, USBs all over the vehicle. But I think just with the whole tilt and slide and pan move, comfort, access, it's got everything. Things like hazard warning, lane assist, you know, when you're switching lanes, that flashes away because there's a car coming towards you on that side. Another fabulous thing, I just think the car just does exactly what it's supposed to do. Now, this is a 22 registration car, this particular one, so it's brand new as near as it. It's got 170 odd miles on it. You get a 5-year warranty, another massive piece, a massive peace of mind. Not that you should need all that, because like we said already at the start of the video by saying it's such a reliable car, but it's just nice to know you have got that backup if you need it. Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Like, I'm driving the car right now, and whilst I'm in the car, it's just a nice, new, comfortable, very luxurious car. I think anyone who's considering buying this car, what are you comparing this to? I looked at some other cars that are available because I thought, you know what, it's important that I know what is this sort of comparison to. And there's a Skoda Kodiaq, which is a cracking car, but I'd pick this all day long. There's probably the Peugeot, I think it's called the 3008, which again, I'd pick this all day long. And then there's a Volvo XC90, I think. I'm talking about the similar price brackets here. XC90, again, cracking car, but would I pick the Volvo over this? Absolutely not. Main reason, reliability. I know exactly what I'm getting with this. I know I'll drive this car, I'll have absolutely no bother for as long as I've got it. And then this, going back to the spec, but it's the looks as well. This particular one's in a colour called the 𝗙𝗕𝗢𝗨 Grey, which is a lovely, dark, metallic, sort of graphite grey colour. And with the wheels and the LED lights and the adaptive lights and the LED backlight, it does look stylish, dare I say it. Because normally, I mean, you don't really get sporty or stylish Toyota such an SUV, but this one is modern, so it's got curves, the bumpers are lovely, it's all rounded off, same as the back. And the side view of this car is incredible. I have personally had any amount of Range Rovers. Now, don't get me wrong, it's just, this isn't one of them. I'm comparing this to a Range Rover, I shouldn't. I'm just trying to give you an insight of what you're getting with this car. You're getting a lot more, but most importantly, you're getting reliability, running cost. And like I said, the power's there as well. The steering is very good. When I was turning out on my drive before, I realised but the turning circle's really good on this, because with some cars you have to fight with them. This one's very nice, it's tight. The steering wheel with the leather wrap on it, again, feels nice and sporty, but feels warm. That's because of the heated steering wheel, obviously. The climate control, that beeping there, that was the lane assist, because when you're crossing lines and you have an indicator, for example, it'll warn you to say that you've fallen asleep. The car does everything, and it's a very safe car. You have front airbags, side airbags, rear airbags, curtain airbags, there's impact bars, front, rear, side, everywhere. It just does a fabulous job. Thinking of a 7-seater hybrid that does a similar thing, there isn't that many. And then, like I said, just taking into account that this is a Toyota, which is an amazing thing. I mean, I do believe these have been out for years in the American market. They're probably on to the 2nd generation now, I think. And everyone's got just good things to say about them. And you can see why, because they do a good job. The interior inlays on this particular one has a very nice dark grey wood grain effect with a gloss finish on it. Again, easy on the eye, it looks sharp. Like I said before, if I was to criticise this car a little bit, just me being me, because it's a Toyota, it's just the infotainment system for me is a little bit on the last generation side. But that, it's still usable, it's very easy. Like I said, there's buttons there, it's touchscreen, there's no problem. It's just when you compare it to others, you think, should it be a bit bigger, should it be a bit more advanced, but it does the job very, very well. I think if I was buying this car, I'd buy it with in mind of what it's doing. And like I said, if you live in a city, for example, like a London or somewhere, it's just perfect with it being the hybrid and the 2.5 litre petrol engine. And remember, it's self-charge. I was talking to someone the other day about self-charge cars. It's easy not having to plug it in, and it does its thing on its own without you really interfering. And that's a good feature as well. But sometimes electric cars, you need a charging point and you need to work out how many miles you have left before you can make your next journey. There's a lot involved with this one. Just get in it, drive it, enjoy it, and you'll get there in one piece and you'll get back in one piece, no problem at all. For me, this all the way around, just an all-rounder, cracking car, and I mean that. I'm not just saying it because I'm trying to sell you it, but I think it does a cracking job. Like and subscribe, press the bell icon, you'll get more notifications, and I'll do some more for you guys. Thanks for watching, bye-bye now.